Alright, so right now I have the Amazing Spider-Man Minimates. This is the Toys R Us wave. I did not bother picking up, and I probably won't pick up any of the other figures, like in the specialty waves, because there are no figures in there that interest me. Like, the only other figures that are not in the Toys R Us wave are like a SWAT officer and Uncle Ben and Aunt May. And I really don't care about either of those figures, or any of those figures. So yeah, I'll only be going over the Toys R Us wave, because that's the only wave that I'm getting. But, yeah, this is, like I said, The Amazing Spider-Man, based on the movie that came out last Tuesday, and I didn't like the movie because it wasn't good. But I do actually really like the figures. So yeah, I'll only be going over this one box. I won't be showing it each time. I don't know if you can see, but the box is textured like Spider-Man's outfit in the movie. Meaning it looks like it was made out of Nerf. So, yeah, there's that. And then you got Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Got a little picture of him up here, which is pretty cool. This is part of the Minimates 10th anniversary. This is Minimates 2-pack. On the side, you got some artwork, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Then you got the rest of the figures in the wave, Gwen Stacy, Kirk Connors, Vigilante Spider-Man, Captain Stacy, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Battle-Damaged Spider-Man, and the Lizard. Then you got some bios, you can pause that and read that. And same there. Then you got Columbia Pictures, Spider-Man, Marvel. So yeah, I'll open these guys up and review them. Alright, so here we have Peter Parker, played by Andrew Garfield in the movie. And I have to say, this is one of the best likenesses that they've done ever. It just looks really, really great. It looks exactly like Andrew Garfield, and that's just really fantastic. I mean, not only did they get the face just spot on, they got the hair spot on as well. Because he had like that anti-gravity hair in the movie where it just was sticking up the entire time in like the front. So yeah. He is wearing the glasses that he found in his dad's briefcase. And yeah. I mean, there's not that much detail on his face, but what they were able to do, like, make him look exactly like Andrew Garfield with such small amounts of detail is really spectacular. He is wearing just a kind of normal jacket. He wore this for like the beginning of the movie. I forget if he wore it like throughout, but it was definitely in the beginning. You can see underneath that he is wearing a blue shirt, and that carries over to his hands, because I guess it's a long sleeve shirt, and he's kind of got it covering half of his hand, which is pretty cool. Just like in the movie, he is wearing a backpack. He wore it pretty much throughout the movie, I'd say. In fact, Spider-Man even wore it in a few scenes as well. His pants are nothing spectacular, but his shoes are detailed a little bit. Again, nothing spectacular, but it at least looks good. You know, some detailing on the side there. It looks fairly good. Whoops. The backpack actually makes Peter a little bit back heavy, so he'll fall over quite a bit. Peter comes with one accessory, and that would be this skateboard, which again he used in the movie. He used it mostly in the beginning. Once he got his spider powers, he didn't really use it that often. So you can see here on the skateboard itself there is a peg. And obviously Minimates have pegs on the bottom, so you can just peg his foot in to the skateboard, and then, oh boy, he is not wanting to go on this at all. I got him to stay on it momentarily, but I have a feeling he's going to fall off, and I can't even get him to stay on the peg, so that's a little annoying. I think they should make the holes in the feet a little bigger. Overall, I think Peter is a great minifigure. He's definitely really well done. His face is great. His outfit's pretty cool. I like his backpack. I do wish he could fit on the skateboard, but, you know, it's a minor problem. Because it's not like I'm going to be displaying him with the skateboard anyway, so... let's check out the next figure. So now we have Spider-Man. This is obviously the Amazing Spider-Man version. So his costume is a bit different from other, you know, iterations that we've seen. And I do like that. I like that they changed the outfit a bit. But, I did have an issue with it looking like it was made out of basketballs or Nerf. And I'm not a big fan of the gold eyes. But, you know, whatever. Not here to talk about why I didn't like the movie. I'm here to talk about the figure. So, the face isn't really that different. There's not really much they could have done with the mask to make it look different from other Spider-Mans, other than the gold eyes that I mentioned before. They're not that pronounced in this figure, which I like. Like, they look a little more... they look a little white. I'll just say that. They look whitish goldish, which is pretty cool. The body of the outfit is where they really changed it up. I would say that there's a lot less red in this costume and a lot more blue. You can see some nice detailing here. The spider looks how it does in the movie, meaning it's a little bigger. Like, the legs go down a little more. Usually the spiders are a little smaller, but that's how it looks in the movie, so... unfortunately they didn't detail it, or maybe fortunately for me, but I would have liked to have it a little more movie accurate, that they made it look like it was made out of Nerf. But, that would have been really small detailing. But, it just looks like normal here. I can't see that. You can see there, it's just kind of normal detailing. Looks like a normal Spider-Man outfit. It's got the webs, it's got the blue. You can see some muscle detailing, some shadows going on there. On the back, you've got another shot of the spider and how big it is. And on his arms, you've just got small little bits of red on his arm. And then there's a large amount of it near his hands. And then his fingers are blue for whatever reason. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. And same thing on this side. Then if I move his arm, you can see the side of his leg. So you can see the side of his leg has got a stripe of red that kind of leads into a larger bit of red. Nothing too special about his feet. His legs are a little more detailed than Peter's were. Some muscle and line detailing, some shadows, some webs, nothing on the back. Because Minimates don't usually like detailing on the back that much. His articulation is just as cool as you would think it would be. It's just normal. His head can move completely around, so can his arms, his waist, his legs, his feet. He comes with one accessory, or at least I'm assuming that it's his, because it doesn't really make sense for it to be Peter's. He comes with a Peter Parker head without the glasses. I guess you could put it on either figure, but it makes more sense for it to be Spider-Man's. I'm not going to switch the heads out because I don't like doing that if I don't have to. Overall, Spider-Man is a really good figure. He's actually probably one of my new favorite Spider-Man Minimates, and there's a lot of them. So it's kind of hard for me to say, which one is specifically better than the rest. Spider-Man also fits in really well with the Avengers figures, which is pretty cool, because I think a lot of people really wanted to see Spider-Man in that movie. And yeah, you could just put him in here with the Avengers Minimates, and I think he looks fine with them, honestly, and I would actually really like to see Spider-Man in the Avengers too. I don't know how that would happen, but I think it would be really cool.